Hi, I'm Judith Kingsbury from SavvyVegetarian.com. Welcome to my kitchen. Today is Kale Day at the Kingsburys. I've got 3 different kinds of kale: red Russian kale, lacinato kale, and Scotch curly leaf kale. I'm going to start with curly leaf kale. First I'm going to chop the stems, and to do that you just fold the leaf in half and take your knife and cut down beside the stem. You can also just tear the leaves off of the stem like that. Now I'm going to take this kale that I have cut the stems off and chop it fine. Turn it, chop it the other way. Now I'm going to take this kale and massage it. I picked up the massaging kale trick from a cookbook called Wild About Greens by Nava Atlas. Nava gives 3 different ways of massaging kale. One is with salt, then with olive oil, or with lemon juice. She prefers the olive oil method, and so do I. So I'm just going to get a little bit of oil on my hand and then start rubbing the kale. And that's all you do. Massage kale. Now on our website we have a sample recipe from Nava Atlas's book, Wild About Greens, kale and cucumber salad with avocado tahini dressing. Use massaged kale, and you can add a cucumber, grated carrot, fresh parsley, scallions sliced thin, then the avocado tahini dressing. Very, very easy to do a kale salad like that. You can use any combination of veggies or any dressing that you like. Now I'm going to chop some lacinato kale and use it in a stir fry. Now for this stir fry, I'm going to cut out the stems. Now I've got all the stems removed from my lacinato kale. I've got it piled up, and I'm just going to chop it into thin ribbons. Now I'm going to do a stir fry using my lacinato kale. Just add a little bit of oil, maybe a teaspoon to the pan. Now I've got my carrots added to the olive oil in the pan. I've got some ginger and garlic that I'm going to add in here too. Stir that with the carrots. Now I'm going to steam my carrots and garlic and ginger a little bit. Add a bit of water. Give that a couple of minutes to steam. All the water has steamed away. I'm going to add some peppers, stir those up. I'm just going to stir fry the peppers until they start getting soft. Now I'm going to add my zucchini. Again, I'm just stirring until the zucchini starts to look a little limp. And I'm going to add a little water now. Just a touch. Put the lid on and let it steam for a couple of minutes. Now I'm just going to add a little coriander. Give that a stir. Now I'm going to add my kale. Let it steam for a moment. If you've washed your kale, usually the water that's clinging to the leaves is enough to steam it. Give it a couple of minutes and see how it's doing. Looks like we need to add a little bit of water to this. Starting to stick. Okay, let's let it steam some more. Now the kale has wilted. Let me show you. Still a little water in here. Just let that cook off. I'm going to add a little splash of umi plum vinegar. Gives it a little fruity taste. Plus it adds that acid which keeps the leaves bright green. A little tamari soy sauce. I'm just going to throw in some scallions and lightly steam them. A little splash of lemon juice. Stir that together. Oh, this looks like it's ready to eat. Yum, yum. Now I'm going to lightly steam some red Russian kale. Now with this, you don't really need to cut out the stem because the leaves are very tender and you can just strip them off like that. Now I'm going to cut it up. Bundle it up and slice it the other way. You'll be amazed at how little this actually makes when it's cooked. I'm going to take a stem and slice it up very thin on the diagonal. Now I'm going to steam my red Russian kale. First I'm going to do the stems because they are tougher. Put them in the pan, add a little water, put on the lid and let them steam for, oh, maybe 5 minutes. To the cooked stems, I'm going to add the leaves. Sprinkle a little lemon juice. Put the lid on and let them steam. There we go. Plain steamed kale. Thanks for joining me to celebrate Kale Day at the Kingsburys. Enjoy your kale and see you next time.